don't know if people know how much pain we go through just to get through life in these blood stains. They say it ain't about the smarts that's up in your brain, but it's about the money and power that you gain. You see, it's hard to remain humane and maintain the peace from all the other world planes. Let out in my dreams, it's like I'm going insane. My people got my back to cover me from acid rain. Straight out of that basal vein, it's constant pain. Knock like MOK with suicide from window panes. You get what you want, work hard like power trains. Acid rain, gold rain involved in my cocaine. Cause I ice the veins with white chains. But I'm the black child, Rosa sat in campaigns. Fight for civil rights, Rich Snyder is still sitting. See, now we need peace, Black Will is not deceased. Took my man's David overseas to the police. Jakarta parted black power, was that so discreet? Solving words equation like some ever-loving beast. Moving on the young, excuse the slip of my tongue. But now I'm empowered, this is my man hour. I own the fire tower, cause I'm in my rush hour. This rap is getting sour, I'm about to take a shower. But I'm in the song with all of my willpower. Yeah.
Welcome to The Real Deal, hosted by Don Ledford. The issues are real. The people are real. The truth is real.
What does it mean to be patriotic? What does it mean to be unpatriotic? In the NFL preseason game, the San Francisco 49ers' Colin Kaepernick took his first knee during the National Anthem. It went viral. After some time, others start taking a knee. The real question is, do people understand why Colin Kaepernick is doing this? Do you support it, and why?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Don Ledford, reporting from Frederick Douglass High School in Detroit, Michigan, and this is The Real Deal. Two of my special guests today is Diaz Jordan and Andre Harris. Today's topic, we're talking about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the National Anthem. Mr. Jordan, I'll go to you first. What do you think about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the National Anthem?
I honestly really respect Colin Kaepernick a lot after that, because there's not really too many people not of our kind that's actually sitting here taking a stand and acknowledging the real big elephant in the room as of now. And he really did more than just took a knee. He wore his hair in an afro and, stuff in that nature. So I really do respect Colin Kaepernick a lot after that.
Well, Andre, I'll go to you. The same question. What do you think about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee?
Yeah, I think taking a knee, he really took a good stand. I see it's not too many people that will stand for something and be there to say a voice. And he took that stand and he knew what could have happened, and he knew that it could have went wrong, but it went the right way. I do support him, and I see where he came from. I seen that he had to put some thinking in this. He had to plan this out, it almost seemed like, and I do support him, and I think he did a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt he took a lot of plan to do this, and it takes a lot of guts, like Mr. Jordan said. Jordan, I'll go to you. Do you support it?
Really? Yeah, because you got to see it from where we stand at now. For you to be an NFL quarterback, like you're on TV, 2 nights out the week, probably, and it's a lot of people that pays attention to football, and not only that, they play fantasy football, people get a lot of money off of that. And for you to be this big face on television in sports, for you to sit here and support and help, it's really a good stand once you think about it, and then you start seeing the unity that the nation is beginning to build.
Diaz, now, to ask you a question, what is the ultimate good coming out of Colin Kaepernick taking the knee?
Ultimate good that's coming out of this whole situation right now. I see people must, they just always see it as a bad downfall, as somebody else just bringing it up, and then they'd be like, oh, it's not about just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, blue lives matter, and all this other stuff. But what they fail to realize is that for years on end, that many years, like African Americans been discriminated upon and treated way different from the whole other half of society. And for Colin Kaepernick to actually come out and to take a knee, put his reputation and his whole job on the line, his whole way he make a living on the line, just to bring, attention to Black Lives Matter and not just that, police brutality, diversion, and all that, that really the whole good out of the whole situation. You feel where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. We're not just saying that, we all know that all lives matter, but we're just saying that Black Lives Matters too.
And people don't understand that. See, they think we are just trying to focus in on us. Though we're not racist, and we're not just saying Black Lives Matter like nobody else matters. Everybody matters. It's just Black Lives Matter need to be put first, because if you pay attention, this is something I seen going around, and it was an autistic kid in the car with his father. They so-called say that the guy was trying to speed away, was trying to run from him because he had felonies and warrants and everything, and the autistic kid got killed. The officers got jail time for that. But if you go back to Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, they got a whole nother story than what we seen with his own camera of them being killed, and the people that killed them didn't serve no jail time. Now, I'm not saying that I don't care about the little autistic boy and everything. I care a lot. My heart goes out to him and his family and all. But it's just that's obviously a big difference in the whole situation right there.
So you're saying that Colin Kaepernick is taking the knee through the police brutality and all the justice that we need and we deserve. That's what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. Andre, I'll go to you next. What is the ultimate good of Colin Kaepernick taking the knee?
I think the ultimate good is that when he stand up for racism and police brutality, that it's getting it out there on the news. So when you turn on the news, when you turn on TV, you can say, okay, I just watched a football game and I just seen him take a stand. I see another person with Black Lives Matter shirt on. It's just getting the name out there. Because not to say, like Diaz was saying, not to say that all lives don't matter, but we're just saying that all lives do matter, but they treat blacks as we're different. It's like we're in a different society than we're normal.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming through the real deal. Next question is out to you guys. Let's take it to the streets.
Hey, my name is Eric Reynolds. I'm here with Kennedy Long. And how you feel about the athlete protesting against the national anthem?
But as far as them protesting, I think they get paid too much to protest anything.
All right, so if you was in the stadium and the national anthem came on, what would you do? Would you sit up?
Yeah, I stand up. I salute it.
I'm an athlete myself. I'm a running back here at Frederick Douglass Academy. And me personally, I believe that they stand up for what they believe in, and they want to bring America back together. So
Since you're an athlete, when you at the Frederick Douglass football game when the national anthem come on, what do you do?
Me personally, I stand a part of the anthem. I'm a salute to America and my soldiers that fought for war. And I am disappointed with the way black people are treated, but I'm gonna continue to stand up for what I believe.
I'm here with
Ayana Morales Kaylee.
Okay, how do you feel about athletes taking the knee during the national anthem?
I served 24 years, 8 months, and 15 days so that you would have that opportunity to take the
Do you
knee.
think these athletes are protesting against soldiers?
No, they're not protesting against soldiers. In the United States, you have the right to protest, and you have the right to protest peacefully, and they're just exercising that right. But it's not a slight towards the soldiers. I would stand up.
Okay, and why is that?
Because I too have that option to stand up. And I stand up for the possibility that America has. Not what they're doing right now, but for the possibility of them being great.
My name is Ari Reynolds, and I'm here with
Mr. Shemansky.
And I'm here to ask, how do you feel about athletes protesting against the national anthem?
I think they're making a very important statement that everybody needs to be very conscious of. When it comes down to the publicity behind it and why they're doing it, everybody needs to take a step back and actually sit here and think about why exactly what they're doing instead of attacking them based on what they're doing.
If you was in the Lions Stadium right now and the national anthem came on, would you sit down or would you stand up?
I feel as though I would stand up. I understand what what they're saying when they're sitting down, and I believe it brings very strong attention to the subject matter at hand. But I feel as though I would stand up, and furthermore, I don't believe that the people who are sitting down are being disrespectful. I would say that, in the United States of America, we have the opportunity to sit or stand. It's not forced. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Don Ledford from Frederick Douglass High School in Detroit, Michigan, and this is The Real Deal. Today I got two special guests today. They're the real deal. They're from Detroit Pistons. They got drafted last year. This is Michael
Benajay, and Henry Ellison.
Today, I want to start with you, Mike. Athletes are protesting during the National Anthem. I just want to get your input. What do you think about that?
I'm all for people representing how they feel as far as the National Anthem and their country. Me personally, I would not kneel, but I understand why people do. We're fortunate enough to have the type of country that we have and the freedom of speech. And, I've been fortunate enough to go to other countries to kind of, compare the United States to other countries. And we're definitely living in one of the best countries in the world. So I am going to respect the National Anthem, but change does need to happen.
Yeah. Henry, I go to you. Same question.
Yeah, I'm all for the players protesting. I think last night, actually, for our game, we put our arms around each other. I thought that was meaningful. I thought it was still respectful to stand for the National Anthem, but we did show that change needs to happen. And, I think it's very good that these athletes are showing their support in a movement, but I think there's a lot more what needs to be done with just actions and stuff instead of just showing it on the court. And so, I think just taking the next step and in this election would be huge. Just making sure people go out and vote, and putting their foot forward instead of just taking a knee and actually getting out there and help move change.
Last thing I want to say is thank you, Mike, and thank you, Henry, for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me. The real deal. We're here.
Shout out to Frederick Douglass.
We had it, folks. I had a great interview with Don Jordan and Andre Harris. They talked about how they feel about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the National Anthem. And thank you, Eric, for having the interview on the streets when they was talking about how they still will stand for the National Anthem, but everyone agreed that U.S. needs to still change. I need to shout out to the cast and crew of The Real Deal. Thank you for all of y'all. And I need to shout out to special guests, Andre Harris, Don Jordan, Henry Ellison, Michael Benajay, and everybody else. If you have a question or comment, leave a comment or question at the bottom of the screen. Thank you and have a great day. So when you have a chance, like and subscribe. Thank you.